The Chicago Sky are taking on the Las Vegas Aces tonight in Las Vegas. Will this be an utter massacre? Will we see murders on the basketball court today? How well will the Chicago Sky be able to stand up against one of the better and deepest teams in the WNBA? We're going to talk about it all and more right after this.
Welcome to Chicago Sky Central, and here's your host, Haize.
What's going on, Sky fans? Welcome to another episode of Chicago Sky Central, your number one spot for everything Chicago Sky related. I'm the host here, Haize, but more importantly, you guys can follow the channel at Chicago Sky Central on every social media platform we happen to be on. With that being said, listen, ladies and gentlemen, this is the last game that the Chicago Sky will play between now and August 16th, I think is when we return, August 17th, something like that. We have basically 30 full days off from Chicago Sky basketball, and let's hope that the Chicago Sky can come in here and absolutely play a tough game. This is going to be a tough game for the Chicago Sky, right? Even though I'm a Sky fan, you guys know I am going to always be realistic in terms of what's happening, what's not happening. This is going to be a very difficult game for the Chicago Sky to win with. Now, with that said, the Las Vegas Aces have looked more down to earth this season than what they did last year. I think at this point last season, the Aces maybe had one loss. Maybe it was two. Maybe it was two, something like that. So you don't want to overlook, because the Aces are still a team that's capable of doing that. And they stop have the who's going to be named as the MVP, A'ja Wilson, averaging 27 points per game, 12 rebounds per game on top of that. Only two of those being offensive. So hopefully the Sky can keep her off the offensive boards. But she is absolutely balling out, is A'ja Wilson, just playing at another level. And A'ja Wilson is one of the best athletes in the world right now. There's just no way around that. But then outside of her, you got both Kelsey Plum and Jackie Young, both averaging over 18 points per game as well. In that, everybody else is just basically playing their role at that point. So this is a very, very deep team. You cannot overlook any aspect of what this team is trying to do to you. They are sound both offensively and defensively in this league. They sit right now with the third best record in the entire WNBA. This is a team that is no fucking joke, to be frank. They're not a joke. And so how the Sky contain, because you can't stop A'ja Wilson. How do you contain A'ja Wilson is going to be something that we really look for in this game, to see how sound that Sky defense is. Can Angel Reese, can Camila Cardoso stay out of foul trouble in this game is going to be a big question, and it's going to be a big test for them to be able to stand up to it. The last time we faced the Aces, we ended up losing by 12. In that game, Marina Mabrey was our leading scorer with 21 points. Angel Reese was our leading rebounder, of course, with 11 points. And that was one of those games that, honestly, you looked at and you said, this is where things need to start changing for the Chicago Sky. I think this was one of the first games with the change to the starting lineup, with Kennedy Carter starting in that game. She did score 20 points, but we just need this team to be very, very sound from top to bottom. Defensively, we have to be in go. If we don't, it's going to be a tough game, right? So in no way am I predicting the Chicago Sky to win this game. In no way am I assuming the Chicago Sky are going to win this game. It's just that the Sky have to play this one tough, and I want to see them come out and how they execute, right? It's about the process in a game like this. And of course, if you operate well, if you perform well in the margins, if somebody can get hot, if we can get another scoring game where both Kennedy and Marina Mabrey are in the 20s, some solid production off the bench. But keep in mind, I want everybody to take a snapshot of what this team is right now, because this may very well be the last time you see this exact same Sky team out on the court together. I like to think that between now and the restart of the season, the Sky are either going to sign somebody, which could help, but don't overlook the Sky really seeing what some of their players are worth out in the trade market. And Dana Evans being one of those players that could fetch the Sky something back. Nobody's saying a whole lot back, but I do think that contending teams with kind of a better structure could look at what Dana Evans brings as a defender and stuff off the bench and think that they can help her. So we'll see what the Sky do with that, man. But yeah, it's tough. It's tough in this one, man. But we'll see what happens in this. Overarchingly, this is a game that it's going to be tough. It's going to be ugly. And the Sky may very well get their asses kicked from the opening tip up. But we'll see what happens to that one. Izzy says, damn, you sound so down. You know, else. No, I don't sound down. Well, I'm not down at all. I'm tired. I'm tired. Like, for those that don't know, so I host Chicago Bulls Central, Chicago Bears Central, and Chicago Sky Central for this lovely network I started here called Chi-Town Sports Central. So I dropped a daily episode on Bulls, a daily episode on Bears. I had 2 live streams for the Chicago Bears when Rome Odunze signed and then Caleb Williams signed. That's 4 episodes already today. Then I did a live stream after the Chicago Bulls Summer League game. That's 5. I was on the Cognac Boys live call during the Bulls game. That's 6. And now I'm doing this. This is my 7th episode today, and I'm not done. And I did Locked on Bulls earlier today as well. So that's 8. I've done 8 podcast episodes today, and it's 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with at least 2 more coming down the pipeline today. So I'm not down. I'm tired. I'm black and I'm tired. That's what it is. I'm tired. I'm black, fat, and tired. That's what happens when we get here. So no, I'm not down. L ain't coming per se for that. Your boy tired. I've been working today. I've been working my black ass off, but I do it out the love. Man. Asia knows how to foul. That's a fact. Asia is definitely very, very intelligent in this, man. And you know it, dog, in my Tommy Strong voice. That's funny. Haize, are you guys going to go live over the break? Yes. So we'll be we'll be doing some stuff for the Olympics. So definitely during the All-Star break. I don't know if we'll be live during the All-Star game. That's up to C-Dub if he wants to call that. We probably will be live after the All-Star game, though, to break it down. And then during the Olympic break, we will be doing at least post-game shows for the Olympic Games. Now, they may not come right after the game. They may come later on in that evening, depending on when time allows. But we will be doing coverage for the Olympics for sure here. So we appreciate you, Haize. Well, thank you for that, Charity. Thank you for that. I do this out the love, man. That's just really, I love my Chicago teams. That's why I do it. Asia, Kai, and Megan will swallow it. Have you ever been swallowed up? Have you ever been swallowed? Have you ever gone through a great time of swallowing? Y'all getting sleepy, Haize, so I'm going to be goofy on this one. So it is what it is. The levels, listen, this is what I do, man. We glad you here, Haize. I'm glad that y'all here, man. I'm definitely glad that y'all here. Putting that work in. I tell you what, this is No Joke Society, and this isn't a slight to anybody else, but I don't know anybody else in this podcasting game, especially for Chicago sports, that does it harder than me. Like real talk. Yeah, for those that don't know, if you're not Bulls fans, I don't blame you, but I am 1,137 straight days of dropping episodes on there. I'm 7 days a week on Chicago Bulls Central. That's the channel that started it all. 1,137 straight days of content. I'm gonna say that one more time for the people in the back that's a little slow. 1,137 straight American days, Earth days of dropping content over on that channel. Again, 1,137 straight days. When's the last time you done something 1,137 straight days except brush y'all teeth? And some of y'all ain't even brush y'all teeth that many days in a row. I feel you, Haize. I wake up at 6 a.m. Eastern for work, so I hate these late games. I always fell asleep on these late games. Hey, I'm not going to fall. I mean, I've half fallen asleep in the past on some. If they run the offense through Kennedy and Angel, they will get the win. No, they won't, because Kennedy and Angel aren't the best passers on the team. Yes, you want to run lots of options for them, but you need more than that. And Angel and Kennedy have shown that they are good enough, but you need more. You need more than that. You need support. So I can't get with that. This might be Cardoso's game to shut down Ace. You'll never know. She hasn't had that one game that she dominate yet. This may be the one. Hey, listen, if this is the one, it'd be a great one to do. It'd be definitely a great one to do. Oh yeah, that would be amazing to have him call the All-Star game. It's completely up to Dub, depending on what his schedule allows and stuff like that. So Dub has the full range to do any live calls he wants on this channel. The time in Paris isn't that crazy. Most games would be midday, I'm guessing. See, so okay, yeah, so yeah, and I grew up in Germany, Italy. You think I would know kind of that time zone a little bit better? No, you be cooking. I saw you on Bears Central first. You found me on Central first. That's what's up. That's what's up. Most people know me from Bulls Central first, but I take either one, man. Does harder than me might be as bad as puts it. That's funny. That's I said goes harder than me. Or did I say does hard? It is what it is. Puts it in. 1,137 straight. Yep, 1,137 straight days. Yeah, I was finna say it feel like you've been dropping a lot lately. If you was a rapper, your consistency would be impeccable. Hey, listen, that would be very crazy consistency. So we need a Sky Central plus Krita Loves Sports collab. I'm all up for it. My schedule has just been crazy. But I absolutely want to do, me and Steve want to do an episode with her, absolutely, because I love what she's doing over there. The Aces are stacked. They'd have to all have a bad shooting night for us to win. I mean, yeah, you never know. I already know they're going to double team the post players. If anything, everyone else needs to do good in this game to even have a chance. And we need to hit some actual threes. We absolutely need to hit some actual threes in this game, which we haven't really done at a really good level for a while. Life with Tam says, I just want Angel and Camilla to take their time on their shots and stop overthinking. I feel you. And you know, that'll come with time for sure, right? They've both made really, really good leaps in strides over their rookie season so far. When you look at it. Psych. Hey, this is gonna be a massacre potentially. Quick question: does the expansion team get first overall draft picks, i.e., Golden State, Valkyrie? No. There's keep in mind the WNBA has a lot draft lottery as well. I don't know if they get the best odds in the lottery, but they will. They will get in that lottery. So I don't think they won't necessarily have the number one overall pick, but they will have a lot of chances in that lottery to get a good pick. So, and that's something to keep in mind too with the WNBA draft and where it's going to go, because there's going to be 13 picks in the first round next season instead of 12. But I still hope that my pick for the Chicago Sky, of course, if you can get Paige, that goes first. But realistically, because I don't think the Sky are going to get the number one overall pick, Emily Ryan. Y'all keep Emily Ryan in mind, especially when the women's NCAA season starts. She plays for Iowa State. She's a 5'11 guard that can pass, that can shoot. I really like her potentially on the Chicago Sky team, so keep that in mind as we need some really good guard play, and I would like her next to Kennedy Carter a lot, as well as her ability to distribute. So look out for that. If you guys want some prospects to look out for once the NCAA women's tournament or not tournament season starts. So if you guys add Discord to your channels, you can add live call-ins to your lives. We do have a Discord. I mean, we know how to do. I do live call-ins without the Discord. I know all we got to do is link our Google Voice to it, and I know how to bring that in as an outlet. I just don't do live call-ins mainly because when we're live at post game show, we're really trying to just get our thoughts on post game. We may do something like, maybe that's something we experiment with over the All-Star break, though. That may be something fun to do for sure there. What network tonight? That's a good question. Give me 1 second. Let me find that out for you. It's on Prime Video tonight, so it should be an easy watch for most everybody. It's on Prime Video tonight. I want to see Angel, Michaela, Ken, Camilla, and LA or Izzy rotation for a fast pace. Good transition points. Marina Mabry, Damon, Diamond coming off the bench. I just want to see what that lineup would do. Your Marina Mabry's never getting benched. And that's not even saying that I wouldn't look to bench her with some of the way that she's played, but I just think that she still offers one of the most consistent scores that you potentially have. And I say that because nobody else has really brought anything outside of Kennedy and Angel. So I just don't see her being benched, because anybody that you go to for her is such a drop off, even with Marina maybe being in a decline. But hey, I mean, at some point you got to try something. Hope Kennedy got her head on right this game, because the energy from her was a little off last game, especially after the half. I'm not talking about just her shot. Seemed a little spiteful on the low. I mean, that is what some things that have gotten Kennedy in trouble for in the past. So Valkyrie probably won't get a lottery pick, which is pick 1 through 4. They probably will get the 5th pick. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Thoughts on Haley Van Lith joining the Chicago Sky? I don't have one. I just don't. Because I don't think that that's going to happen. So, you know, it is what it is there. But I mean, if she even is in the draft, I I don't know where she'd go. That's a great question. I think she's probably go more second round with the doubts around her. Now, if you can pick her up in the second round, that'd be a solid pickup. But I think that Olivia Miles, Emily Ryan, those are going to be some of the guards. Day Wilson from Duke, she's going to go before her as well. Azzy Fudd as well from UConn. Those are ones that are going to go probably before Haley in that first round. So Haize, I seen you on Hoops Legion with my boy. Hey, listen, that's family over there. Vaughn is a big supporter of Chicago Bulls Central. He's been calling into that show for probably over a year at this point. Yes, the Elizabeth Kitley's team at Virginia Tech. She'll be on the top pick of the draft next year. Kitley is in Vegas, our home. I must have missed a comment there. I looked up Emily Ryan. She can shoot and she play makes well, but she turns the ball over too much for me, and her defense is lackluster. But if that's our pick, I won't hate it. Well, the thing is, you're not where the Sky are going to pick. Especially if they make the playoffs, you're not going to get a total package. And she's honestly defensively not as bad as what the numbers will tell you. And turnovers too. A lot of that is because of the teammates that she plays with. I think that can be mitigated some. There's still going to be that concern there for sure, but I think that's going to be mitigated some. So. I got to disagree with that. Like we've seen Dana, not this season, but Dana Evans has been an excellent defender in the WNBA to players that's bigger than her. And at 5'11", she's really not undersized for the WNBA. That's not undersized in the WNBA at all, really, honestly. Not at the point guard. Now she was playing the 2 or the 3. Yes, that's undersized, but at the 1, that's not really undersized in WNBA. So I think she'll be fine there as far as size wise. I just want to see it previously suggested lineup from the defensive and pace perspective. I think that they can bring bang with the aces from an offensive view. They're not benching MM. The turnover queen herself. Yeah, she got it. Like Marina maybe been tripping this year, y'all. Is Emily Ryan a point guard? If so, I pray that she can pass to Camilla. That's a big issue we have. We have entry passes in general, not just to Camilla. But yeah, one of Emily Ryan's best attributes is her passing. Actually, she's a really, really good passer. So I like her game there. And I think that she is somebody that can really help the Chicago Sky a lot in a lot of the areas. You're not getting somebody who solves everything for you, especially when you're not in that lottery. But you are getting somebody that solves a lot of it for you. And even like with Brooklyn, like she does average 4 turnovers per game, which is tough. But almost 7 assists. The assist to turnover ratio is still in a positive area. She's going to have to learn to get those down. But I do think when you're playing with better overall talent as well, some of that gets lessened as well. And she'll be able to be kind of focused. She's a 43%, at least last season, in NCAA three-point shooter, taking game. For her career, she's still a 38% three-point shooter, taking 3.3. That's solid enough. Solid enough. 5'6". Yeah, 5'6". Yeah. I mean, I just know she's shorter than Emily Ryan. Did I say 5'4"? Yeah, it is what it is. Dana needs to pull that hair back and she'll be better. It weighs more. That's hilarious. You know what? Only another black woman can make that joke. Like if a man made that joke, it's like, how do you even know that? It's yeah, it is what it is. Thoughts on Kiki Ifrin Safford University? Again, that's more to me of a no, not second round talent. That's well above where the Sky are going to pick. Like Kiki has the chance to go number 1 overall. Paige is probably going to go number 1 overall. But for example, if a team that already has a point guard and doesn't need one, Kiki could very well go number 1 overall. Like, so I don't think she's going to be there. No, I meant Ryan is 5'11". Emily Ryan is 5'11". When I said she, I was referring to Ryan is 5'11", not Dana Evans. I know Dana Evans isn't 5'11". Next year's draft will be heavy forward and point guard. I'm sure we'll get a good pick either way. I mean, yeah, the thing is too with that is that with the forwards there, we do need a small forward as well. So if you can get a small forward, that also can shoot and spread the floor, especially with Angel and Camilla as your 4 and 5, that can go a long way for you as well. We have to be wary of good defenders at the university because when you see Celeste Taylor, who has 2 Defender of the Year awards at the university. We see that she doesn't defend that well in the WNBA. Well, you got to adjust. There's some times for adjustment as well, right? I was to say Haley is too small at 5'5". Okay, I agree with that one. Definitely agree with that one. But I mean, we've seen it happen before. So, but all right, y'all. I appreciate you guys so much for everything that you guys do, man. I'm gonna go ahead and get ready to wrap this up. But make sure you guys stay. I think C-Dub is gonna do the live call tonight, so stay in tune with that one. Me and Steve-O will be live post game, which is probably gonna be at like midnight. So make sure you guys stay tuned in for that. I love you guys. Make sure you guys are following the channel at Chicago Sky Pod. You can send us any feedback, questions, comments, concerns, ChicagoSkyCentral@gmail.com. And then lastly, if you guys want to leave a text message and our voicemail for the mailbag, the number to do so, 773-270-2799. We're the number one spot for everything Chicago Sky related. And I'll see you guys post.